Hello everyone, today I want to show and tell you something, probably to share my impressions. Lately I've been seeing a lot of videos about trading bots where people start with a small deposit, say $10 or $100, launch a bot, and it supposedly makes crazy amounts of money starting from $1,000 and up, and some even claim to turn $10 into $10,000 or $100,000. Why, in my opinion, it won't work, yes, and it's not just my opinion, I'm speaking from experience. For example, right now this is an idiot test. Yes, it's a demo account, of course, or rather, it's not even a demo account, it's just a strategy test. It's a tool that's available in the MetaTrader 5 platform, where you can, for example, use your own bot. I took my own bot and ran a test to see over a certain period of time what results the bot would show. But let's say I did this specifically for demonstration purposes. A small deposit of $100 gold dollars in a trading pair. And what do we see? We see that we have $100. At first it seemed to go slightly into the positive, then there was a drop, even down to 18, I would say. But at one point I saw that the deposit dropped to $7, meaning that in just 2 or 3 trades I was close to wiping out the account. Why does this happen? Because the bot has protection. It has a stop loss and a loss limit. That means I can't lose more money in a single trade or in a single day than I have planned. This is what's called risk management. And look, if there were no risk management, let's say, and no stop loss, the deposit would have been wiped out to zero. In other words, the $100 would have been gone in just a couple of weeks. But the stop loss is exactly what helped preserve the balance, even if it was small, and then allowed it to turn a profit. Now if we look at the chart, we can see that it has periods of upward movement, as you can see here. There was an upward trend, upward, then a slight pullback, then a sharp rise again, up, 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 then another small decline, and then once again growth, 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 growth. Then from $100 the bot made $790 in profit, and after that there was another decline, 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 dropping down to $300. You see, and then again, what I want to convey is that these are the kinds of charts you get. These kinds of tests clearly show us how the market works, and that no bot can beat the market. No bot can outperform the market. The market never moves smoothly in a straight upward line. In other words, there will never be a constantly rising line of profit. There will always be profitable trading periods, and there will be losing days when you lose money. That's exactly why you need a stop loss and risk management control. And how do those people work? These people advertise automated trading bots, claiming that if you just put in $10, they can show you absolutely crazy profits. And what exactly do they do in these videos? They mostly just make silly faces at the camera. They carefully pick a specific time period for the backtest when the entire market was going up. Let's say literally in just a couple of days, or even in one single day, your initial capital grew by almost 50%. So literally from $200 to $240 up to $350, that's almost a 50% gain in one day. And they pick the successful periods. They run it and show a pretty picture. Like, look at this moment. See how my bot made a 100% profit? But that's not how it works. This is information taken out of context from the testing. They just showed you what they wanted you to see, and no one, or almost no one, tells you the whole story. Those professional traders who show you the full detailed picture of exactly how the bot works and how you should trade effectively always aim for the long-term perspective. Don't just focus on the immediate moment. Sure, you might happen to make a decent profit in 2 or 3 days, but that's just a short-term gain. For example, let's say I started the automated bot right here, and then I turned it on at this specific point in time to see how it performs over the next few weeks. If I had $100 at first, I would, with $100, let's say I made $150, and then I would experience the same kind of drop as here. It's just that I entered at an unfortunate time when the market was going back, pulling back. Then after a bit of hope, I would go down again. And in the end, if I had entered here with $100 somewhere around here, I would have already lost my deposit. my bot would no longer be able to recover the losses because I have a daily limit set. I can lose up to 10% of the deposit per day. And imagine if it's 10% of $100, that means you can lose a maximum of up to $10 per day. You can lose a total of $10 at the absolute maximum, and then your account balance will begin to drop significantly, and then the risk increases and you're still losing the same 10%. Let's say from $50 you're already losing $5, and it could happen that with just one trade you lose, and then you have to stop and can't trade anymore because the daily risk limit blocks further trading. And like that, little by little, stop after stop, you'll just end up at zero. Even if just a couple of cents are left, you still won't be able to trade anymore. Your broker simply won't allow you to open a trade, but if you remove your stop loss, you'll hit zero even faster. You would have lost your money if you entered here, 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 and here. In this spot, without a stop loss, you would have just gone up, and literally, not even here, you would have blown your account. Yes, lost your deposit, maybe somewhere around here. So that's zero even faster. Stop loss and risk management help. What should you do? They help you stay afloat. Because if you look here, we were right at the very highest peak. Then we went through a steady period of time, lasting about 2 full weeks, or perhaps even longer than that, almost a month. There was almost a month of decline, and stop losses specifically helped us preserve part of the deposit and stay afloat. And then when the market turned upward again, we went up again, and the new high was higher than the previous high. What does this tell us? It tells us that in the long run, the bot will generate profit. And for example, look here, my test is still ongoing. Now there's another pullback happening. According to the tests, I went into a small loss, a slight loss.